The entire city was terrorized, I feel like, by this guy. You know, it impacted everyone. You know, there's probably very few things in my 21 years at the police department that I've seen a community have such a fear of that they had in this situation. Ideally, we would have had a peaceful surrender that night.
Still southbound on the frontage, right lane.
We were given information about a possible suspect.
As a team leader, I started reaching out to other guys on the team to see who was available and who was in the area so we could quickly formulate a plan and potentially deal with what we didn't know was coming.
We were a few blocks from the hotel to where we could quickly move to that location if we needed to, but we were also out of sight from being visible to him and just in a react position to where we could move. We had 2 vans and we had a total of 11 SWAT operators at that time.
Everyone's training kicked in. I think we realized the severity of that moment. I think everyone understood in that moment that there was potentially a high likelihood of him having a device on him, but we could not allow him the potential to, put anyone else in public in danger. And so we knew in that moment that this was likely our only opportunity here at this moment was to hopefully intervene before he hopped on the highway or he potentially went into the city or into a public location and injured more people.
It was ultimately my decision as being the sergeant on scene. We implemented the plan to basically assault the vehicle, to stop it, and to stop his mobility from gaining access to the general public. He detonated a device. We saw that he was not a threat at that time anymore. We backed off and I went through the process of securing that scene and allowing EOD to come in and work the scene from that point. You know, it's funny, I don't remember hearing the blast. I saw it. I'm sure it was loud at that point.
I have a slight recollection of hopping out and hearing a loud, what sounded to me like an explosion. It was apparent to me it was something other than possibly gunfire or something like that.
It was a relief knowing that we were able to walk away from that without serious injury or death to any of my guys. And we were lucky in the aspect that the explosion occurred the way it did. We were on the position on the vehicle the way we were. And so we are fortunate. My biggest concern as a sergeant on the team is putting my guys at risk. But with saying that, everyone was completely 100% on board because they believe in what they do, which is protect the citizens of Austin.
You know, the job carried on for us. The next day, the weeks following, we still had operations to do. And so the work continued. And so I think guys just realizing that and that this was a big critical incident and no one downplays that, but tomorrow's a new day.